Hello to everybody. My name is Warren Randall, and I am pretty much, along with my players' help, I'm pretty much the creator of the World of Bethica. It's a campaign world, pretty much. I mean, just like any world, like great hard fantasy ground. Forgotten Realms, stuff like that. And people always ask, "Hey, what is the World of Bethica? What is that all about? Is that a different game or whatever?" Um, to answer the question, yes and no. But for the purposes of this video and for my 5e players, it is a campaign world for D&D 5e, but it can be for any fantasy game system that's out there. If somebody has running something different, Palladium or Pathfinder or whatever, it's up to you guys. This can be pretty much ran in any type of system, fantasy system. So I'm gonna go here. Let's scroll down. A lot of crap. All right, so on the campaign world, here's the campaign world. That's a reference guide here. So this fully functional reference guide about everything that's in the world. I mean, it's just a lot of information about the races. These are their typical D. These will have the typical D&D races here, the N-wings and stuff like that. But if you go over here, you can say N-wings are Wood Elves, Volari, Amazonians, and Shore. So they just got their own nationality names and stuff, but they still your typical D&D races as far as let's say as far as look and feel, but they do have different abilities and stuff. So you can still play the standard D&D races here, or if you play in this world, you can have the option to play if you want to play one of my N-wins. There's all the information about the N-wins and stuff like this. They are different. So you can see they do get different abilities in the regular Wood Elves, but this, like I said, this is optional. Um, with the feline race, the same thing. They have different abilities and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter. You can play these races in the world, or you can, if you want to know what it look like, you can play these races in the world, or you can play their standard D&D ones. It doesn't matter. Actually, that's not the right image. But anyway, so that's not what I wanted to show you anyway. So I just want to show you more of the world. So let's go up here. Let's back to reference manual. Let's go here to world map and let's bring up. So it's got the pins. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's the world of Bethica. All right, people always say, "Hey, what is the world of Bethica?" Well, here's the world of Bethica. For instance, the campaign world with tons and tons of information about locations. Any of these locations you can click and get detailed information on here. There's one about this lake, give you information about the lake, and some of them got little adventuring hooks as part of them. You can click one about the Orange Hills here. If you want to know one about let's just go to a city. Right here, if you want to know about the city, it's give more information. The city, the size, the population, how many acres it is, the races that are part of the system, their wealth, land, imports, exports, and what they're famous for, plus other information. Get a little more detail. This city right here, Southland City, this is pretty much what I would say, my version of Waterdeep. So you can click this, and same thing, you get more information about it. That's actually a map. Here's a map, and I got pins that I just got information that I just got finished writing up. So each little area that's right here, these are little area dot quarters even here. See dot quarter Marcus District, Young Gates. I have all kinds of information about these locations and then also these areas. A map that's detailed locations, and I'll be adding those pins and stuff a little bit later. So pretty much, if you want to run like a city adventure, this would be the perfect place to run it. It's just tons and tons of things for the players to do above and below the cities. That's catacombs below there. There are sewer lines below there. All kinds of stuff out there. All right, so let's go out of here. Yeah, here you can see things about the islands. If you want to know information about this island, so pretty much these pins going to give you detailed information about every area, whether it's woods, forests, grasslands, lakes, oceans. I mean, there's tons and tons of information about the areas that you might want to adventure in or have your players adventure in. I'm gonna go down here. Like this is a little area called the Dark Mountain region. This is kind of where my tier 1 players start out at. They don't have to, but this is something that I do because there's so much down here, so much to do down here, and actually there's even more information. So if we bring up this message, you see there's tons of pins on this information. So there's all kind of adventuring things that the players can do and go through down here. And I'm probably gonna change these colors to not that black with the little white highlights. But anyway, yeah, things. But it's the same thing here. You click the pins and stuff will open up. The bandit camps here. Like I showed the bandit camps. That's just is unique. The bandits have a deal with the traders here in this area that it's sort of like a protection plan. Hey, all right, if you travel through our land, you pay us. We promise not to hit your caravans. And it was just so bad. They said, okay, we'll just pay it. Just make it simple. But the nice thing about it, the bandits, they're also protected too. So if you're traveling through here, something happens or whatever, the bandits will actually protect you. Also protect you from other bandits who are trying to hit you up for stuff like that. So I guess it's a win-win in some cases here. But like I said, more information. This is one of the big trading ports here. You can click this, get more information about Aurora. You have some map. So here, this is a map of Aurora. So if you want to do some adventuring down in here, everything is. This is like a big spot in this area. Aurora is like one of the big trading places. Everything goes through here. Anything that's going to the south generally passes through Aurora, the caravans and stuff like that. So and that's tons of information. Actually, this is kind of new Aurora, then it's old Aurora, but we don't need to get into that. But like the brothers kind of broke off and decided, hey, we're going to start our own little towns further north, and they did. They named it the same thing. So the other brothers called his Aurora. But anyhow, so there's more information there. I got like right here, Astor is pretty cool. You go here and then there's information here, and then that's also a map. Now, what's famous about this, like, same thing. If you want to have like an adventure, you just want to adventure within, like I said, it's like low level stuff, but it could be high level too. But if you want to just adventure inside of a little small town, this is a perfect area map for it. And I'm gonna still be populating this map as well as time goes on. But here, pretty much, what this place is famous about is this right here, this temple here. This ancient old haunted temple. There's tons of catacombs beneath this temple, and players tend to, adventurers tend to come here to go here in a lot of cases to venture in there, and there's this been known to be full of wealth and treasure. And I always tell people it's full of wealth and treasure because adventurers keep going in and dying and leaving their stuff behind. But anyway, this is a nice little option for game masters if they want to like have a little town adventure and they want to do different things. This place is just full of treasure and catacombs and stuff in different areas. Um, but um, but yeah, I just want to show you how detailed things are about this map, about the world of Bethica. So, I mean, within there's maps within, areas within locations and stuff like that, as you can see. So, like, this is pretty much this whole area right here is, so remember right here. So all this that you see, so all this that you see here is happening all in this little area here. So we zoom back out here. If you look at the run sort of like a horror type campaign, this is what the Argent Force is, Realm of Shadows. Okay, and I was running this for a long time with our players, but if they go through this portal, and this portal it's up to Game Master, it pops open and close throughout the centuries. So it's all up to the DM if they want the players to venture into there. They can go in and then come back out if they want right now. But I'll click this, and this, like say, information about the portal, the forest and stuff, and let's go here. To open. So this will take you here. This is pretty much where the portal pops you out, pretty much up here. Okay, then if you venture down to here and you leave this area, well, this pretty much will bring you to here. Okay, this will bring pretty much where that little area brings you out to here somewhere as you venture out. This takes you to another world. This is the realm of shadows where undead roams the day and the night, but mostly the night. People pretty much lock themselves in their homes at night and everything, so no zombies or wraiths, stuff like that, or whites come dragging them out of their homes and eating them. Every seventh day, there's like a big blood moon where the undead just ravished the countrysides and stuff. It's pretty bad here. It's pretty bad here. So you're gonna be fighting. So you want the players to be dealing with undead and stuff like that. This is definitely the world to do it in. This is just about surviving in this area. But the same deal. Any of these pins give you detailed information about every little area here. This mountain here. Um, Right here, so a city, Blackburn, gives more information. City before. Now, I never say before the fall and after the fall. Just gives more information. Like before, this place wasn't always a haunted wasteland. Before it was a beautiful area. This forest used to be richly green, and then there was these three brothers who decided they want more power, and they started doing stuff, and they end up cracking. Um, Hades, hell, how you want to put it, they end up cracking the underworld, and all manners of evil stuff just poured out and started infesting the world. So that's like, so when it says before the fall, that's what it meant. How the city was like before the fall, and then what it was like after the fall. And each one of these locations pretty much has something. Like you see, like here, different after the fall, this area here, this big city up here, same thing before the fall. So to give you an idea over the history about what the area was like before it kind of went to crap. Here, like also locations here, let you know this is kind of orc infested over here. These areas right here, like this little thing here, represent that. Okay, these are like dangerous areas. Those like who knows what could be there. It could be dragons, creatures, whatever the game master want to put in there. But just let you know these pretty. You might want to stay out of certain areas that have these. That has this cross sword and shield. Right here is a legend. Pretty much tell you hostile areas, ruins, towns, stuff like that. Trading spots. The players. Actually, this is not working right now because the map kind of disappeared. But there's a map here, and my actual players created this little trading spot here. Actually, it's a large town now, and they've been running and operating this large town. I got tons and tons of detailed information about that town. I don't know if I have my map here. Trade Helm, here it is. Here we go. So this is Trade Helm. And so I got maps with maps and maps, and this got all kinds of different information and pretty much about the areas here. And I'll have pins here for some of these areas and stuff. But the players been pretty much building this up, so they're cutting out forests and all kind of stuff. But their little town is here. This their farming community and stuff like that. But this is all part of. This will all definitely be part of the maps and stuff that the players or the GM may want to run in. Let's see, get out of here, and then there's even if you want to leave this realm and you want to travel over here. I don't have it. I finished working on it yet, but that's what this is. This little area here. So there's going to be all kinds of meta areas, not a whole other continent to travel in, but to be more detailed information. So for us, this is just a huge world that the players go in and travel in, um, and just create their own unique whatever, in these areas. So anyway, I just want to give a quick overview because people always say, hey, what is the World of Bethica? So, but it's a campaign world that players can venture in, that the GMs can run their players through and stuff like that. All right. If anybody ever have any questions, most of you know how to hit me up. So I'm Warren Randall, and thank you for your time and happy gaming. Bye.